And then I would just say right off the bat, I'm not a financial expert, but, I feel like financial literacy is important for everybody. So
100%.
that's why we should always.
Even for my dumb ass.
I wouldn't never call anybody a dumbass or anything because some people just never. They don't teach enough in financial. They don't teach financial literacy enough in high school. I feel like you only have that one financial. What's that class even called? Finances, I believe. And I all it was like balancing the checkbook. And there's so much more to financial literacy than just balancing the checkbook, to be honest.
100%.
And I feel like that's all I learned in high school for the most part. No offense to the teacher was awesome for that course. I don't want to throw any shade at him, but the learning curriculum wasn't very extensive.
No, 100%. I always thought that school programs need to change. They 100% teach kids what really matters. Things that are going to help them in life.
100%.
Like, it was all the basic shit. And you learn the same shit every year. I felt like every year we were learning the same shit. Mm-hmm. And except for maybe history, where you learn a little more about certain things.
History was always fun. Yeah,
I always did enjoy history class.
Yeah.
I always loved movies in school. Mm-hmm. That was always my favorite way of learning. When we were watching a movie, I was like, fuck yeah, next 3-day movie day, fuck yeah. Give me the quiz. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? The quizzes were always so easy because I was always so into the movie.
I feel it. To me,
even on a shitty movie, you know what I mean? They show some shitty movies, but me, I'm in it. Instead of reading a book when I was a kid.
Yeah. Well, the Chronicles of Narnia killed.
Yeah.
First one.
I didn't get into reading until middle school. That's when I got into reading.
Dude, I hated reading as well because they with the reading level I was at, and remember in elementary school the points they would make you have to be able to go to recess. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't go to recess a lot of days. AR points.
Yeah, AR points.
Accelerated reading points.
Yeah.
And you had to take tests to show that you read the books.
Yep.
And because of my reading level, they had me have the level of the points I had to have was BS.
Yeah. Oh, you know how I worked the system?
How?
I would get the easiest books and I would just read a lot of them because the points added up a lot.
You were a genius.
Yeah, the teachers hated me, though, because they knew I was doing it. And they're like, Ricky, you need to read higher level up books.
Or maybe they need to adapt the system.
Yeah, exactly, because I worked around it. Yeah.
That is I'm so happy that this came upon. That's hilarious, dude.
I just remember doing that.
You cheated the system.
Yeah, I'm like,
how old were you?
Dude, elementary school. AR, I think that started in, 4th, 5th, 6th grade. I forget what years you start that.
Dude, that Ricky mindset, let's get him in investing.
I would
get
love
that
to
guy.
see that guy.
He's on the New York Stock Exchange right now.
Maybe, I've probably been that way with my whole life because I'll admit it. I cheated in school my whole life.
If anything, it's just a detriment to yourself to not be able to, because it's a shortcut to learning.
Yeah.
But I respect the
hustle,
the mindset of little Ricky too, doing all the books to just pass the system instead of reading harder material. That's awesome.
I guess I shouldn't have said I cheated my whole life, just in moments.
Well, it's just like breaking the system. It's not your fault that the system wasn't ready for that.
Yeah.
That's how I would put it.
Yeah. And imagine all the kids, the way you can cheat with being at home. You can just look stuff up online.
Oh my god, yeah, dude. I never thought about that.
Yeah. Taking a test, you got your iPad.
Yeah.
So it's what is learning? You can just learn everything from online now.
True.
You can just anything.
Even investing.
Yeah.
Not a financial expert.
What up, everybody?
What is up?
Episode 18. This is going to be a fun one.
Hell yeah.
We're doing investment talk. I feel like it's a good time.
It is a good time.
Yeah. I'm a dummy. I'm pretty basic when it comes to investments, I don't do it, because I would do it when I'm more financially secure, I don't have the funds to do investing.
Yeah.
And I just know the basics, buy low, sell high.
Right. I get you. And for starters, I just want to say I'm not a financial expert again. I'm just going to say that one last time. And then the next thing I want to say, I just want to emphasize that it is important financial literacy and understanding the stock market, investing and how you can benefit from it at the same time. I still try to share whatever knowledge I have.
Yeah, which so what are these 2 books you got right here?
Right. So this first one, it's kind of a joke. It's just a Wall Street words. I kind of was just, when I got interested at first, I just went from an essential A to Z for investing. It's like a dictionary for all these financial terms.
Yeah, so it helps you I think that's an awesome
That way
book
you
to
can
have. That's a book I need. Right there. Again, we're not sponsored by this.
Right.
I haven't even read that. I would
Right.
like to, because that's the terms, and I think that's what shy a lot of people away. When you don't understand something, how do you get into it? You know what I mean? It's you got to get something like that.
Right. Yeah, the jargon, because there's EFTs, mutual index funds, a lot of stuff like that. You're right.
Yeah, then
there's
I'm
a lot
like,
of words that are just like
hoopla.
I definitely
A lot of
understand.
hoopla.
So, and then when I read Wall Street Words, that was the first book I just showed. The second book that got me in was Robert Kiyosaki's, apologies, Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
Nick, if you got that fucking book, give that fucking book back to us.
I don't know who has the book. I was like, oh, it's missing. My book's missing. I don't know who. I lent it to someone. I don't remember. It's okay. It's not a big deal. Anyways, Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. It's a great book about just the main emphasis on the book is make your money work for you. Don't work for money. Make your money work for you. And his whole thing is about like investing in like the stock market, real estate. Real estate would probably be like the quickest capital to get back. But like he still talks about just investing in general to grow your cash. Your cash should grow for you in a way. It's like
what do you think about real estate right now? Do you think it's
real estate's always going to be something that's important, you know? People need space still.
Yeah.
Forever.
Yeah, but just like with how the economy is. Do you think it's down right now?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah. But it's going to boom again. It's going to have another boom then when everything gets back to normal. You know what I mean? As people start making money. Who knows?
I mean, rates on mortgages, I mean, there's good rates right now, honestly.
I have a friend out in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
And she sell houses, and she's looking like she's doing pretty good.
That's what's up.
Out in Vegas. Imagine selling houses out in Vegas, dude.
I bet you could seriously make a lot.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah.
And then the Rich Dad Poor Dad book was my secondary book that kind of got me into that investment world. The third book, this is the Bible right here, The Intelligent Investor, and this is a guide to value investing, and it's Benjamin Graham's the author of it, and it's been revised and so there's revisions, but he was the original author.
And he's a gangster.
He's an OG gangster. He's an OG guy with the stock market. And an economics professor, and his student was Warren Buffett. Is one of his students.
He was his student.
Yeah, he's got a lot of notable alumni and everything that were under his tutelage.
Okay.
That he trained, you know.
Yeah. And Warren Buffett's the fucking man, dude.
100%.
If you want to do anything about investing or know anything, that's the guy to fucking bow to.
And the
that's
whole
sensei.
Agree.
Yeah.
The whole thing about the book, too, is value investing. It's about growing your money over time, too. Because honestly, a lot of the rich, quick schemes, they don't work.
And they only work in certain moments and certain times. And sometimes out of nowhere, right?
Right. I don't want to say they don't work because there's those crazy stories of people beating the market. But so what day traders are, day traders are people that buy stocks and sell stocks right away. They tried what you said initially.
Yeah.
Buy low, sell high.
Yeah.
Buy low,
Wolf of
sell
Wall
high.
Street, right?
Yeah, but buy low, sell high. That's just return on interest or on your investment. You know, like what you made from it, your returns.
Yeah.
But at the same time, dude, day traders, it's just not gonna work because they're basing it off of the stock market instead of the economy, man, which are two different things, actually.
Yeah, 100%. So define that a little bit more.
Yeah, 100%. So like the stock market is a lot of psychology based on it. Like a great question is who makes the price of a share, you know? How does stock go up? A lot of it has to do with panic selling and panic buying. Like, for instance, a good example would be like a CEO is removed from a business. A big company, their CEO was removed. We have no idea why. And then like investors and shareholders could get scared by that and sell off their shares.
Yeah.
And then it drives the price of the stock or the price of the company down.
Yep.
Because stock is just like the equity in the company. And equity is value.
Mm-hmm.
So you're buying part of the company when you buy a share or a stock.
Mm-hmm.
So the whole thing with that is like, because quarterly reports come out. So if you're investing, you need to know what you're investing in. That's my number one rule. Believe in what you invest in. I invest in Disney not because it's going to give me a crazy return of like $1 million in a day.
But the fact that you just know that it's always going to be there. And
I know it's going to be there.
Star Wars, all the Star Wars stuff, that's just going to keep booming and growing and getting more and more.
Mm-hmm.
And they own everything, Brenden.
Yeah, exactly. And honestly, when the market's down, and all the stocks are really low, that's the best time to buy it. It's like buying at a discount.
Oh,
honestly.
I know. And what I love about you with all your investments, dude, are how like when people can panic sell, you don't.
Yeah, I hold my stocks when because again, people don't always look at quarterly reports or quarterly earnings. Earnings are real.
Yeah.
The price of the stock is not. That is something that's made up by the stock exchange. You know, they put the numbers together. They get panicked too.
Yeah. That's why that's what holds me back from always kind of getting into investing. But I know I will. I'll invest later in the future. Yeah. Because it is smart. It's the smartest thing to do.
I mean,
it's scary to me. Investments is scary because to me it's like, damn. Well, any given day, you can wake up and it's all gone. But then you would just pray that hope it bounces back.
For the average person too, I would always just recommend like a mutual index fund. And let me just explain what that is. Because that's a mutual index fund, dude. It's a portfolio, right? So it's a portfolio of all the stocks, like in the S&P 500, Standard & Poor 500. That's the 500 like biggest companies.
That are popping at the moment.
That are popping, right?
Yeah.
And what it does is the portfolio is going to just invest in all of those stocks across the board. Because the stock itself, all the companies themselves, they get a return of 9.2%, or from MarketWatch, what I just looked up earlier. So MarketWatch.com said that 9.2% on average in the last 10 years, a return from just like the market itself gaining profit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so that's good.
Yeah.
But day traders themselves, only 1% of day traders statistically get a better return than 9.2%. So it makes sense to actually it's safer, I want to say, to invest in mutual index funds, these portfolios, because it's like it's reducing the risk.
Is it a wider umbrella?
It's a wider umbrella, and it limits risk to you, but it also limits returns. Yeah. If you want the highest returns and you want to day trade, by all means, but you really should research your companies that you're going to invest in.
You got to strongly believe in someone to do that.
Yeah. And if you strongly believe in something, then is it even a risk?
Yeah. That's what my dad's advice that he always gave me was invest in things that you love to use. So that's like, for me, that's what I would go by. And then it's like, so how do these people... How do you know? How do you know how do you know that's going to boom? That's going to be the one. Is it luck?
You even have to look at like societal changes too, man. Like how laws are changed too. Like even the emergence of like marijuana and like the decriminalization of it. And like, it's going to be a bigger industry. I just know that, you know? So it's like, I invest in like 3 different weed stocks, and they've given me a great return.
You've been killing it on those.
Yeah, dude. My return on my Robinhood app, which is a great app for just like getting into it and having fun with it, you know, honestly, and just investing.
Not an ad.
Not an ad, right?
Yeah.
What I'm saying though is that I got an 80% return with all what I invest in. 80%.
That's epic.
Interest earned, really.
Yeah.
So, and you think about this, your average savings account only gives you 0.05% interest.
Damn.
Compared to 80%.
Yeah.
That's a huge difference, you know.
Crazy.
So that's why I'm personally pro investment, but you have to know, because it's not FDIC insured, you know. You lose your money,
it's over.
It's over.
Yeah.
Like, and there's so many things that could happen, obviously. It's a risk that you have to be willing to take, I guess.
So Robinhood's the app that you usually use for that? Is that the ones that have your marijuana?
Yeah, dude.
That's
it is.
They are?
The Canopy Growth, Aurora Cannabis, and
obviously
Athira.
Marijuana is a good one to invest in just because of what the future is going to be bringing. I wonder, dude, you should maybe invest in some mushroom shit.
Yeah, maybe.
That could be, it's starting in one state, and people find out how this is going to help. It's going to boom everywhere.
It also has to do a lot of legalization, though, too.
The mushrooms and shit can be a little longer, I bet. But hey, what if one day they just come out and say, all right, this is all legal across the board?
Yeah. Oh, if that happens, you can bet your ass I'm going to invest.
Yeah, dude.
Anything
so look out for that kind of stuff. Future shit.
Future shit, dude.
Yeah. You just got to keep thinking about that.
I know, right?
You got to stay on top of what you think is going to be the future.
Man, the future is scary too.
Yeah. Maybe since Elon Musk just became that #1 spot, maybe you need to start investing in some of his shit.
Yeah. He became the richest person. You were telling me that. I said it to you like it's new information I'm giving you.
That's okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Is there any other good apps that you know of for investing?
Another one I would Another one is Acorns. Acorns is just mutual funds, a mutual index fund. Like I was saying, it's a portfolio. It has a portfolio for you. And then you can do aggressive, which would then split yours off with like bonds, which are a whole nother thing. Bonds are pretty much loans that you give out to a company that has interest on it. So it's like safer. So you tell older people to invest in bonds because the risk of losing their money isn't the same.
Damn. You impress the shit out of me, dude. I just want you to know that.
Oh, well, stop, bro.
Just because growing up, I never would have thought. But I guess it makes sense because your dad worked for a bank. Now you work for a bank.
Right.
And you're both really good at what you do.
Oh, well, that's nice, man.
Yeah. You're financially, out of all my friends, well, I have a lot of my friends are financially well. But you are really good with it,
I appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
That means a lot.
Yeah. So I'm proud.
Well, thanks, dude.
Proud brother moment.
Okay, dude.
And you know the shit like the back of your hand, like you could just spit it out.
Yeah. Well, that's
what I wish if most people were like that, we'd all be killing it. You know what I mean? Investing in the right shit, everyone would be killing it.
Dude, Disney. It was because I got it in like January when it was like crazy low at like 96. That crazy low 96.
Yeah.
I only have 4 shares, dude.
That's still something.
But now it's at 180 or something like that. Last I checked. You know what I'm saying? When I bought it from 90, that's double.
Yeah, dude.
That's double.
Yeah.
That's quite like 4 times.
Yeah. That's why you just keep thinking. I know we talked about it in the last pod, but I keep shitting about that one company that everyone got confused with.
Oh my God, that's such a good story.
I know that we don't have to talk about it again, but it's just crazy.
And like I said, it doesn't reflect the economy directly. It doesn't reflect quarterly earnings until and then when quarterly earnings are released and things, that does change the shares, obviously. People see that. But like crazy things can happen that can make investors and shareholders freak out.
Right.
Panic selling is a real thing that drives prices.
Yeah.
A thing that's great in this value investing book, the last thing I want to really say about it is like this Benjamin Graham's like, it's crazy to like look at the market every day and drive yourself crazy. It'd be like going to the butcher shop every day and looking at a slab of meat and asking what the price of it is every day.
Yeah, holy shit.
Wait for quarterly earnings.
Yeah.
Wait for reports like that. Yeah. Know the businesses you're investing in and believe in them. Like you said, if you enjoy something, why not invest in it? You like it.
Yeah. 100%. Like I said, I'm not no expert.
Dude, you know what, though? With the emergence of Bitcoin, I'm no expert either.
Yeah.
Like, I'm, like, right on the same boat.
That Bitcoin is insane right now.
Yeah.
Do you think you should invest in it?
Dude, I just, like, I invested in Dogecoin, like the meme crypto, but that's not it's just, I don't know anything.
After
really
learning about what's that guy's name?
Andre Jink.
Yeah, after watching what he was talking about, I feel like I should be.
Yeah.
I feel dumb if I don't.
That was a cool episode on Impulsive, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Respect to those
Another
guys.
shout out to those guys.
Well, it was fun to watch.
It was a sick pod. They've been killing it with pods.
Yeah, dude.
They really have. They're stepping their game up.
Man.
That's goals. That's just fucking goals in life to have those kinds of podcasts.
All that shit they said about cryptocurrency, though, was crazy. Yeah. Andre Jink talking about it.
Yeah.
And then he was talking about, like, oh my God, blockchains and how cryptocurrency is the future of, like, a whole civilization that's going to be futuristic. It's terrifying.
It is terrifying. It's scary. And especially when they were saying like it's gonna drive inflation up.
Right.
And that just makes like that inflation's always something that I'm just like is stupid. And it just sucks.
Yeah. I know.
But then I just don't, again, I'm not smart enough to fully understand everything about that.
Yeah.
I wish we could just be like, okay, it doesn't. No, it won't raise it.
Well, what's crazy was when he was talking about how they're going to not be able to mine any more cryptocurrency by like the year 2144, I believe. I might be wrong on that exact year.
Yeah.
But and then he was like, and they were like, why is it going to be so hard? And it's because the computing technology won't be there to like mine anymore. Like you'd need quantum computers.
Yeah. What made Bitcoin so special? You know what I mean? And it's crazy to me how they don't even really know anything about it. And then all the experts are like, oh yeah, we don't really know. And then all the secrets behind it of not wanting people to know how much you own of it and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
It seems like it's a scam. Like someday this shop's gonna close and everyone in it's gone.
Oh my God, dude.
That's what I think.
Again, we don't know the most, but it is kind of scary for sure to think about. Like, and it's like he called them miners, like the people that mine the cryptocurrency because they have the computer setups to do it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, are they gonna be like the new oligarchy or like the new powers?
Yeah.
Because they're gonna be mining.
And then I couldn't even really understand all that investment talk and be able to invest in we can invest in people. Like people before they become celebrities.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh yeah, great. And then how they said they're gonna take like, oh well, what if they own a part of you? If they invest in you, can they take it? It's like, oh my God.
Like repossession.
That's a Black Mirror episode.
That's that is a great Black Mirror episode.
That's 100%. Maybe they already done. I haven't seen all of them.
But what he was talking about too with those cryptocurrencies and like people owning them is like, because there's gonna be a finite amount, right?
Yeah.
Where it's gonna end.
Yeah.
So what you're gonna do is split your cryptocurrency. And then what he was saying, if you believe in me, you'll buy my cryptocurrency or like a share of my cryptocurrency because you know that mine is going to be more valuable.
That's insane.
That is insane.
That's insane.
That's like a rating system too.
Yeah. Oh my God, dude. The future's going to be so fucking crazy.
Dude, there's a lot of possible what ifs on that for sure.
Just everything. Bitcoin, like. And then what's the next Bitcoin? Is Bitcoin going to be the master forever, or is it going to be something? Is there going to be others?
My God, dude! I was just thinking of Ethereum.
What?
Ethereum? That was the one that Andre Jink was talking about. He said it's the second most emerging. I looked it up and was looking a little bit on it. But Ethereum, dude, and how he explained it, it's going to be like contracts before you send out money to people. Like it's like they program money. He was kind of explaining it as.
Yeah.
Like, could you imagine like a dollar bill and then you put a program in the dollar bill, and you can't even have this dollar bill until you do what the requirements are, the prerequisites.
Yeah,
that's crazy. What are people gonna program the cryptocurrency to do? What are they gonna ask you to do before you can receive it electronically online? You know, through the phone or through the cloud.
Fucked up shit. You'll own somebody. You'll essentially own people,
dude,
because they'll make them do it, and then they have to do it because they have to complete it in order to have it.
Right.
So it's whatever they make you do.
You can't steal something online either.
Yeah, and you have to do it.
So you can make unreasonable demands.
Yeah, that shit's fucked. I don't want no part of that shit, man.
Me neither, man.
I don't want no part of it. That's why I just stay. Every time it comes to Bitcoin, I'm just like, I'm out, because I'm like, I don't know about this.
Yeah. I mean, everything would have to go right, in my opinion.
It has to go right.
For it to work. There's so many what ifs for it.
That's exactly it.
He kept saying that on the pod, too. He kept saying, if this. And it's like, well, we hope that happens.
Yeah. It's not backed.
Yeah. Oh,
nothing's backed.
It's decentralized income. We'll see how governments compete over this. He you know what he said?
The war of Bitcoin. The Bitcoin war.
Dude, I could see that.
Yeah.
Because he was like, oh, well... I mean, cryptocurrency, it can't be taken out because there's already an infrastructure and businesses that are under cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
And I was just like, you don't think governments are evil enough? Like, do you read a history book?
What's that group called where we don't know who they are and they wear that mask?
Anonymous.
Yeah. Mix Anonymous with Bitcoin. What do we got? That's pretty much what it already is, right?
We just got to be aware of these things.
It's essentially what it is. Maybe Anonymous is the group that did it. You sons of bitches.
Yeah.
They're going to come get us now. I hope. That'd be cool.
I got fingers crossed that it's going to be perfect system, dude.
Yeah?
It's all the what ifs are going to work out, and it's honestly going to be the future.
Yeah.
I hope so.
The future I don't really even understand still. I got to learn more about this Bitcoin stuff.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
Because I don't know the first thing about investing in cryptocurrency.
Yeah. And that's weird because you know a lot about investing. So that just makes me even more weirded out about it.
Right. Yeah. Well, I like to think I know a lot too. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Because if you're stumped and think, if should we be investing in Bitcoin right now? That's all. I just think it's like, I guess we should.
Dude, if you have the money to do it, you should.
Yeah.
If you have 20,000 to blow and you're because investing too, if you have a lot of capital, you're gonna make so much more on returns exponentially.
Mm-hmm.
If I have $1 million and you have $10,
Oh, yeah.
and we invest in the same company,
That's the scary thing.
my money's more than yours.
Yeah.
Because I threw more in.
Yeah, when you can just throw a percentage in and it's billions of dollars, and then the return on that, the richer get richer.
Dude.
That's why the whole Bitcoin scary world future shit, that's a whole nother pod.
You know what you just made me think of a great idea because the rich get richer kind of scheme.
Yeah.
Well, what if when you made a certain amount of money,
Mm-hmm.
you couldn't reinvest? So like you can only reinvest until you hit a cap.
So
That way you can't make more exponentially.
So, but if you hit that cap, and then you go below that cap, can you go back to that cap?
100%.
Okay.
Well, once you get to the cap, you might as well take your money out.
Right.
And if you take your money out of the market, you take your money out of the market, then you can put it in like a savings account where you don't make as much and you can't like make up a lot as much.
Mm-hmm.
But you're still obviously a millionaire, and then you can allow other people to become millionaires because you're not in that space anymore.
Yeah.
And who can't live off $1 million? And then again, it's
when fucking inflation comes and rapes us,
right. And this is
and a fucking pack of gum is $35 for a
Yeah.
pack of gum.
Dude, it's tough because you can't get financial, like you can't talk about this stuff without it getting politicized, though.
Yeah.
You know, because then it's like, well, the American dream and like, if you capitalism and earning money, and it's like, dude, I get you,
Uh-huh.
but like, there's people that could be better off in the market if super billionaires weren't making exponentially more,
Yeah.
and let other people make more. Finally, you made most.
Yeah.
Put it somewhere.
True.
But that's just my opinion, People are going to differ from that.
And then, dude, like that guy was saying, what are quantum mechanics going to do to everything? That's the shit that even scares me even more.
Take over the world?
Yeah. Do you understand quantum computers really?
A bit.
A little bit. Same.
I know. Yeah.
I'm just kind of basic with it. I know our computers, they're able to break things down with zeros and ones, which allow it to be only a certain amount. And then quantum computers, they're able to be 0 and 1 at the same time. So it's able for them to essentially get things done faster. Like did you remember when they did that? They came out, that's when it all blew up. When was that? I think that was like 2018 when the quantum computer solved a problem that would have took a regular computer like billions of years. Yeah. And it did it like, it shit on it, made it look silly.
Yeah.
And so I read this article and it's like a maze, break it down in like a maze form.
Mm.
So like our computers, when you give a computer a maze problem, it's going to go around in that maze. It's going to go down every lane, go backwards until it solves it, right?
Yeah.
Well, the quantum computer can do all the lanes. It can do it all at the same time, finding that end instantly. You know what I mean? Well, then imagine being able to take millions of mazes and being able to solve them at the same time. That's the difference between a quantum computer and a regular computer. So like the scary thing with that, but I did read that like they're kind of unpredictable because I don't really understand why. Because if it's able to learn everything, but who knows? Maybe it's just not advanced.
I was gonna say quantum computers are basically like multiverse, right? It sees every single possibility.
Yeah, like you can
that you could chart.
Essentially feed it.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, that's insane.
Yeah.
And in a way, if quantum mechanics and quantum computers, like it's proven and you can actually make a quantum computer,
Yeah.
wouldn't that prove that the multiverse is real then?
Well,
if a
we would
computer can
feed it.
play out a multiverse?
That's the thing that's scary, because they were saying that it would take out democracy and like everything, because it would be able to take any idea we have that we think is going to work.
Right.
Like, oh, we think this is going to work. Well, guess what? That computer is going to run it every single way possible. Like you said, the multiverse. It's it's to me, I compare the quantum computer to Doctor Strange.
100.
And everyone's seen Avengers, when motherfucking Doctor Strange sitting there going through his shit and he's about to explode. That's a fucking quantum computer.
100%.
100.
That is.
It is. So give it feed it anything, it's going to give you all the outcomes and show. So then we're going to be able to therefore go, oh, well, that works. We're going to do that. But do we believe it? Do you believe a computer?
Ooh.
What if the computer, because this is where shit gets scary. What if the computer, because this was some Joe Rogan shit.
Dude, that's actually, I never thought of that, dude.
Yeah, what if, because, the computer, what if the computer's smarter than everybody? So what if it just wants to, what if a computer understood that we were bad and led us to our demise?
Well, it's a machine, so it's not human, so it wouldn't have the same thought. Well, I would hope we wouldn't program it to have the same thought process.
Dude. It knows that's God.
Why does it seek power? What? Because it doesn't have like human desires.
Ooh, good question.
It doesn't have human desires. Why would it seek power?
That's a good question.
What makes it content? What makes a machine happy?
Yeah.
Why would we be worried about it wanting to take over?
Well, when it knows everything,
yeah,
it would know for the better. I don't know.
That's scary. What if
it's
it knew?
Emotions. It all comes down to, what makes us human between what is a robot. But I just don't know with quantum computers, man.
Yeah. It'd be sad if they ran every simulation. They're like, the only solution is that we control the humans.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. But if it knew it somehow.
You give me chills, man.
Yeah.
About
the
movie.
Yeah. What if it said to do this and it wasn't right? And we were like, oh, but we believed the computer. Because when the computer is going to solve shit and tell us that this is the better thing to do, we're going to believe it. Mm-hmm. We're going to change society. We're going to base things on projections and lots of things.
How much control do we give over to quantum computers?
Yeah, dude. And it's pretty cool because it's mostly just going to be used for education and probably a lot of government.
Military.
Yeah, dude. It's going to be power. That's why what's scary is how much money China put into all of that shit. I don't want to base numbers or anything, but they put a lot there. It's like the race to the moon. There right now secretly is a race to quantum computers. Mm-hmm. Like there was to the moon.
Yeah. You know how we talk about China and Russia being scary? We shouldn't be afraid of the superpowers. We should be afraid of those tiny radical countries like North Korea.
That's what I'm saying.
What if North Korea had quantum computers?
Be fucking terrifying.
Crazy.
And they already knew? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, dude. China scares me. There's too many.
Oh, yeah.
I believe in our military. I know that's dumb.
Well, we're all people at the end of the day, so it's the governments, dude, that are the people themselves have no control.
What's freaky is how they're kind of saying it could be in the 10 years or so. Who knows? What if in our lifetime all this kind of stuff goes down?
I mean, well, like it or not, we're gonna have to roll with the punches, right? You got to figure out how to adapt.
Yeah.
I hope we don't have to become cyborgs. I hope I can just be a normal person without being a robot.
What if you could live forever?
That's not natural, right?
You wouldn't want to?
Not well. I mean, I don't want to die young, but I don't want to live forever.
You wouldn't want to live forever?
Because part of life is death.
Yeah, it'd be like Bicentennial Man.
Yeah.
You'd miss everybody. Like, fuck, I've been here too long. I just want to die.
It's easy to say that now.
Yeah, true. But then when it's time for your fucking end to come,
right?
You're like, fuck, I wish I had more time.
What if you clone yourself? Then you could die and your clone could live forever and still be you.
That's fucked. That's some Star Wars shit.
Yeah. True. Segue to no.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Yeah, dude. Well, I think let's call it on that.
Yeah.
That's been a good pod.
Yeah. No more investing questions or anything like that?
I think, You got any more that you want to talk about?
Not really. I mean, there's so much. That's a lot.
There is a lot. I think we gave out just a good amount of little information.
100%.
A little jam-packed podcast.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with it. A little shorter than most, but it's okay.
Did what we did.
We did what we did. I
Rolled
liked
up.
it.
Yeah.
I liked it. We'll see what the future holds with all this kind of shit.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Good luck to everybody, man. 2021. Let's
invest if you can't afford. If you can't afford, make money. Then go invest. Right?
Or like.
Or do you think people should? Do you think you can in even whatever you make, you can invest?
Even beyond investing, saving in general is always good. Just because, like, a lot of Americans don't have a lot of savings for a rainy day fund for when things can fall apart, which is so sad, you know.
True. And
it's
then that's
like,
there.
You should, and then that's there. You should always have something to set aside. But it's harder. That's easier said than done.
Yeah. Hope you guys learned something and enjoyed.
Man.
Deuces.